today, where we at right now? It's the beginning of the week. I'm still in a caloric deficit. I'm in a cut. I have 2 more weeks to go. I'm not where I would want to be in terms of leanness, but it's okay because it's not my last cut. I'm gonna go back on caloric surplus for a little bit, and I'm gonna be very careful not to take fat. I'm gonna go with only 200 grams of caloric surplus, so I'm not gonna get fatter, and the cuts after that, and even after that, because it's just the game is that you are gonna cut every 3 to 4 months or something like this. And yeah, the game is not to take too much fat while you're not doing this, and not to lose muscle while you're cutting. So it's ongoing. If you don't reach the goal your end goal at the first time, it's all right, and it's that's the game. Probably you will never reach your end game, because if you do, then you're ready to die? No, there's always more to do. Okay, I'm gonna try, but this is not the road to try some stuff like this, because it's so wobbly. I'm in the hills, and I think I'm gonna try to let it go, but I feel like it's gonna fall. Okay, so still 2 weeks of cutting, then 2 weeks of maintaining, then we're gonna go back on the caloric surplus. And last week I've been doing a deload, so now it's the first week of this block. Don't follow me. And also I'm done with the guide. The guide is finished. I corrected, I added everything I wanted to add, and it's available on my website. So you can go on my website and you can have the guide that is now available on the website. There you go. And that I'm gonna follow for the rest of my life, because it's a lifelong program. It means that it's not only like a 12 weeks or whatever. It's a program that keeps on getting better the longer you do it. And so for this week, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try not to go too hard because it's the first week, but still hard enough. Especially like for the grip, for the legs too. The back squat is back on the menu, because the last week I've been doing only hack squat and lunges, walking lunges. I wanted to see the carryover, how much the hack squat is gonna help me for the back squat, especially because I'm doing my back squat like high bar, very upright torso, with the heels on some plates to be as upright as I can. So very much like a hack squat, using the legs and not the back or the hips, or like the more leg dominant squat I can do. So we're gonna see how much it carries on this, and pretty excited for the week to come. All the grip exercises, well, I tell you all the time, but I still feel the same. I enjoy so much the training that I'm doing now, that every time I cannot wait to train. My sessions, they're so fun, and they work so well. And it's not only because of the session, also because of the diet, of the recovery, of everything. Everything feels right when you do them correctly. And that's the purpose of the guide that's on my website too. That's one of the things I say on the website. I say that usually online you're gonna find everything, and it's contrary and the opposite. And a lot of people, when you try to give them advice or tell them some stuff, they're like, yeah, but I've seen also the total opposite of what you're saying online, and it's working too. And so what does it teach us? It teaches us that basically everything works. Everything and its opposite works. Because of course it's not the program in itself. You can make anything works. more or less. Some stuff is going to be more optimal. That's why I worked so many years on this program for it to be optimal in that way. But you can make anything works, no matter the approach that you have. If you do it correctly and you believe in it, you're gonna make it work. But what it teaches us more specifically that the game changer is that it works the best to its fullest when you're using the same pieces of the same machine. Because people usually what they do is that they're gonna take one piece here, one piece there, of different type of approaches, and it's not gonna work great because of that, because you're trying to make a machine assembled with different type of pieces, and maybe sometimes they're not gonna work well together, maybe sometimes they will but not at their fullest, and that's where the problem is. And that's why now I'm so happy with the result that I'm having, because it's working so well. Right now I've been doing this for 4 months, going 5, and it's working so well. The diet, the training, and that's so fun to do when you feel that it's working, when it feels good, the sensations are good when you train. There you have the results outside of the training. It's just fantastic. And why is it working so well? Because it's a whole machine, and all the pieces, they're meant to work together. They're meant to work together. The diet, the recovery, everything. Because in this guide there's 2 programs that are full body workouts and also specialized in the grip, but also full body. Let's talk about it also. And it's 66 pages, and there's a lot of pages that are just like texts, where we're talking about recovery, we're talking about psychology, we're talking about everything surrounding the training to have the best results. Every subject is treated in there. That's why it's a full machine, and it's working so well because of that, because it's a whole process, and it's the basics, and that's what works the best. And also I'm talking about the mentality, how to approach this. So it's great. And also I put an emphasis on the grip, and I talk a little bit about it on the website, because grip, you need to see that it's not only for grip specialists, because I think that when you see that there's 2 programs, one is full body and one is for the grip, people are going to be like, no, but I'm not a grip specialist, I don't care much about the grip, so I'm not interested by that. And yes, you should be, because even for strongman, well, for strongman for sure there's a lot of grip, but for powerlifter, for any type of sport actually, when you need to be strong, when you need to perform, grip is also so basics, because the whole movement, the whole body, it's a chain, and you're only as strong as your weakest chain, the weakest link of the chain. And the first of those links is the hand, it's the wrists, the elbow, the forearms. That's what you grab with. So even because people are gonna think about pulling exercises, the deadlift, the rowing, the pull-ups, it's also for the press. It's also for the press, because when you press something, you're not gonna realize it, but basically, when you have weak wrists for a bench press, for overhead press, maybe you're not even gonna realize, but because you have weak wrists or not as strong as they could be, you're not gonna be able to express your strength because of this weak link. And it's the same for everything, even for the press, but it's the same for all the pulling exercises. Even if it's a rowing or whatever, even if you're using straps, you're not gonna be able to express your full potential of strength. Why? Because the wrist, the whole body is meant to work that way, in the way where neurologically speaking, you're gonna express your strength. You're gonna express your strength by this chain. And if your body feel that some part of the chain is weak, it's not gonna fully express the strength. And you especially feel it when you hurt, when you're injured somewhere. Your body, for its preservation, is not gonna allow yourself to use at its fullest your nervous strength. And even if you're not injured, even if it's just because your wrists aren't as strong as they should be, it's gonna be the same. There's gonna be a mechanism that is not gonna push to its fullest, and you're not even gonna feel it. And I think that's the worst part. You don't even know it, but you're not as strong as you could be because the whole grip thing, so the hands, the wrist, the forearms, even the elbows, super important in the grip. That's why. So this program is for everybody, and it's great, and I love it. And that's the program for this week. We're gonna start this block, and we're gonna start pushing, and we're gonna see where we're at. And imagine. So right now, I'm 7 kg in the cut. I've lost 7 kg since I started the cut, and I'm stronger than before. I'm losing weight, and yet I'm still able to be stronger everywhere. It's not like it's just one exercise or whatever. No. Every exercise with this program, I was able to be stronger in every exercise. All right, everybody. So, hey doggy, don't you bite. Don't you bite me, doggy. Don't do that. Don't do that. My program is now live. I've been talking about it, and it's fantastic because it is now live on my website. I posted it, I shared it on my socials, and it's magnificent. And also today it's raining, and train the grip under the rain is really not funny at all. Well, it's only pouring, there's only little drops, but still I had to put the camera this way, and you don't see me correctly because of it. Usually I put the camera there, but apparently cameras and stuff, they don't like the rain for some mysterious reason. Go away, dog. Go away, dog. So I have to put it under the roof here. Anyway, today we're gonna do the first day of the training of the program that is available in Elite. The program is called Elite, and it's some sort of a push day. There's a lot of grip because the grip is the most important link in the chain that is the body. So a lot of grip and some push. For the push, we're gonna do some incline press right there. We got some other stuff. We got a lot of triceps too, and it's gonna be glorious. And it's the first day, I think I said it when I was allegedly driving the car, Madoga. I'm in. Don't you bite, doggy? It's the first day of the first week of this new block, and we're gonna see where we at now. All right, let's warm up. So it is raining now. It's not some drops anymore. It's literally raining, and it's raining on me. And to train the grip, it's a nightmare because everything is gonna. Oh, it's raining on the bar. I swear I'm gonna try to move as much as I can, but I'm gonna hit the rack at the same time because the hack squat is just right there. I don't Yeah, you see it. And the bar is there. I'm gonna be able to, yeah, all right. It's gonna rain on my back. Fantastic. I'm done with the warm-up, and now I have 148 to start the block and see how it moves. The goal now is to put volume on the main movements, the main grip, because there's a difference between training for strength and training for hypertrophy. When you're training for strength, people don't realize that because it's counterintuitive. For strength, you need to lower intensity because you care about volume. You care about accumulation of the movement, and you need to preserve yourself nervously on those movements. Whereas in hypertrophy, you care about intensity, you care about the signal, and you don't want a lot of volume. You want minimal effective volume, and it's the opposite for the strength. You need minimal intensity and a lot of volume, as much as you can. And it's the opposite for the hypertrophy. So yeah, we're starting a bit lighter, and for the press and stuff, we're gonna go heavy because I press for the hypertrophy. And of course, when you're training for hypertrophy, you're also gonna get strong. It's not the goal, but of course, you need to. It's a tool. For hypertrophy, the weight is the tool. It's not the goal, and it's the other way around for strength. So yeah, let's start. I'm starting this block with a traditional stance on the axle deadlift, and it's because I don't have to go sumo. Usually I go sumo not for the deadlifts because I hate sumo. For all the deadlifts I go conventional. For the grip, so the axle bar, and it's a grip exercise. So going sumo, I don't care, it's the same. The thing is the grip. But here I'm gonna pull conventional because it's not really heavy, and so I can take it conventional. When there's heavy, I want all my strength to be focused on the grip. So I make it easier, I reduce the range of motion, etc., etc. So let's start like this, 148, let's see how it feels. Probably just some little triples, let's see. Yeah, lovely. All right, I did some back offs, and yeah, it's making me think like the guide and the programs that are in there, they're customable. There's a version that is ready to go with all the numbers and everything. If you don't want to think too hard, it's bad for the brain after all. If you don't want to think too hard, the numbers are in there, and you can just follow this for all your life if you want, and you're gonna get stronger and stronger. You can customize it, and there's a part of the guide that tells you how you can customize it. If you're more interested in hypertrophy, or if you're more interested in strength, if you want to twitch some stuff around, it's all in there anyway. So yeah, following this, I'm gonna have a lot of accessory work, and right now it's gonna be thumbless, and we're gonna do some rowing, we're gonna do some curls. And what I like about all this is that it's dynamic grip training. It's the most effective way to train your grip. And also, because of that, we're working other stuff at the same time that is needed to get you stronger. So here, we're gonna do thumbless row. You're gonna work the back, the upper back, the rear shoulders, the biceps, everything up to down to the hands. And yeah, I love that about this type of training that I assembled. So let's go. Let's go. All right, and now we are on the incline bench press. My shoulder is bothering me. The left shoulder. I don't know how to take it because it's bothering me when I pull and when I press, but I know why. I think it's because when you press, you're still using the back as stabilizer. And that's what I feel, I think, when the bar is going down, the left shoulder is bothering me. And when I'm pulling, it's bothering me too. So there's something in the rear of the delt, or maybe the insertion of the trap or something that's bothering me here. When I warm up a lot on the pulling, I can, warm it up and I can do my pulls. And on the bench press, I feel like this is what I feel. But it all went from the neck and the upper trap that lately, if you follow my videos, were super tensed all the time, even painful sometimes. And I did a lot of stuff. I do some stretching, I do a lot of moving around, a lot of little exercises to calm it down. And it's successful, it's working. You can see the video I did stretching for every day for a week. The results were crazy. And I feel like now that the tension is starting to go, what's left is inflammation, and maybe that's the problem underneath. I'll talk about it more in another video, but I feel like it's a result of the adaptation. I feel like what's happening is that the tension is leaving the upper back and the echo is getting in the shoulders, in the left shoulder especially. So maybe that's just the echo, and it's gonna pass. It's just the adaptation coming. Let's hope. Let's try to bench a little. Let's see what we can do. And the rain stopped. There's a little wind now, but the rain stopped. All right, 86 kg, 0.5. Let's see what it is for the starting of the block. We're probably gonna put heavier, but let's see, at least like this. Let's go, let's see. Let's push that. Nope, I think it's alright for today. Not gonna play with heavier. It already hit the spot for today. It was my top set, so we're gonna go lower. I'm gonna put, let's say, 70, 75 or 70. Let's try with 70, and we're gonna do some close grip incline, and then we're gonna go on an addition, a new exercise on the program that is written on the program. It's there for you already, but I just introduce it now, and it's gonna be some flies push, because I'm gonna take the dumbbells and I'm not gonna do just the dumbbell bench press where you keep your elbows pretty close to your body and you press with all your strength. I'm gonna try to do like a fly movement where you take the dumbbells on the side, but I'm not gonna go further than
my elbows. So it's a mix of the press and the thighs. All right. Also, little tip: when you rest between your exercises and your set, don't just sit. If you walk, just you walk around, it can add to your daily steps. You know, it gets the metabolism higher, and you want the best metabolism as you can, because then you're gonna be able to eat more calories and you're gonna have more energy, more strength, etc., etc. So yeah, instead of just sitting down, just walk between your sets. So let's see this press. Press is a bummer because press is the first in line when you are losing weight, when you are in a caloric deficit. The press is gonna suffer the most from that. So it's a fight. It's a fight. All right, let's go. Close grip. Let's see. Will be too light. I had to go to 12 reps. It's a bit too much. Gonna put a little bit heavier. One more, and then we're gonna go to the mix between the flies and the press I told you about. Alright, my dudes, last set of the incline bench press. I put 5 more kg, so we're at 76 now. And well, I'm fatigued and I put heavier. I hope for at least 6 reps. That's a big lizard. The other day I was opening the little closet I have here with my tools, my gardening tools, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be funny if when I open, a big lizard jumps on me? And guess what happened? Crazy, huh? Manifesting. All right, let's do this set. Very close grip. As you can see, it's a real close grip. It's not like a closer grip. No, it's a close grip. My arms are straight at the top. That's what you need to aim. That's the most beneficial stance for the close grip. All right, let's see. All right, so that's gonna be the start of the block. Ooh. So we're good. Now the exercise I told you about, the new exercise. And wait a second, let's talk. Let's talk for a second. So what you need to understand for hypertrophy is that you need to lift heavier. Here, with my press at 90, 100, if I was to press 100, 110, 120, I would be more muscular if I was to press this. And it's very important because a lot of people, they're not even trying to put more on the bar. How do you think you're going to get more muscular? Muscle growth is an adaptation. It's you telling your body, we need more muscle, we need more size, because what I'm making you do is not the same as before. So let's get to work, make more. And you need to force your body to make more. That's what you need to understand. For strength, for size, your body doesn't want to change. You need to force it to do so. So let's force it with the bench fly. I'm still gonna do it with the incline because that's the most optimal way to press for the chest. I'm gonna try with 23 kg. We're gonna see how it goes. All right, it's raining again. And I have some more grip stuff to do. Jesus. There's 33 and a half now. And we're gonna see how it feels now. And actually, I'm just gonna do one set here. I'm not gonna do 2 sets because I feel like I'm pretty fried. And that's gonna be it for this week. Maybe next week, I'm gonna put one more set. I'll see if it's needed or not. But I feel like it's the work is gonna be done now. Oh, that's heavy. Maybe 10 kg more was a. Well, let's see. Oh fuck. That's good. Oh, it's fine. It's all right. I feel like I could even put more, but it's gonna be for next time. Let's move. Let's do some triceps now. So for the triceps, my favorite exercises are the French press or any type of a variation that puts you in like a overhead type of triceps press. And in the guide, in the program that I'm selling, I'm telling you what are the type of exercises that I recommend you to do and that you can personalize. If you prefer to do a machine, if you prefer to do another variation of the exercise, I'm telling you what to do, I'm telling you how, I'm telling you why. And also I'm telling you the fact that you need to switch less often possible. You need to keep on doing a certain exercise until you're out of adaptation, how to change, how to cycle them. You need to cycle them actually. So let's see with this. Too light. Why is it too light? What do I have here? 23? Well, 23 is way too light. Because I don't wanna have. You need to reach a certain intensity. And here, if I wanted to reach it, I would need to do 20 reps or more, and I don't want to do 20 reps. I want to put as heavy as possible and to stay in the lower range, so I'm not fatigued and I have more stimulus. So here we have 28 kg now. Let's see. Feels better. One more. Alright. And in general, the smaller the exercise, the more you can allow yourself to go closer to failure. On the big exercises, usually you want to stay a bit further. You have to program, you have to get there weeks after weeks, because if every week you go to failure on the big exercises, sorry for the wind, well, let's move a little. Well, wind's still there. Let's move inside. Oh yeah. So if every week on the big compound exercises, if you go to failure every week on those, your body is not gonna like it, and also you're not gonna be able to progress much. Whereas on small exercises, isolation, stuff like this, with not a lot of weight, here I'm using 28 kg, and with this you can go close to failure every time, because you're gonna recover better, it's putting less stress on your body, etc., etc. Alright, so it's gonna be the end of the full, how to say that? Alright, so it's gonna be the last exercise before the end of the training, that is gonna be only grip accessories, and I'm gonna do some kind of triceps push down unilateral. Let's go, let's see that. Let's go. All right. Come on, one more. Oh, Jesus. All right. What time is it? Okay. Yeah. Still have a little time. I'm gonna do one more set of this, and then I'm gonna do the grip accessories. Gotta put a bit lighter for the last set. All right. So for the grip accessories, basically, I'm gonna do a lot of different type of usage of the forearms, because in the forearms there's like 22 or 24 muscles. So if you want to get stronger at your grip, there's a lot of stuff to do in there. It's like, you know, you cannot just grip stuff and be as optimal as you can be on your grip. You need to do some stuff around. It's like when you press, if you work on the triceps, you're gonna get stronger. If you work on your grip even, you're gonna get stronger on your press. It's the same idea, and that's why there's accessories. So I'm gonna do them, but I'm gonna stop the video here. Oh, and I can wait. No, you know what? I'm not gonna stop the video. I'm gonna do one more set, and then we're gonna look under this how I look like in the, not the middle of the cut actually. I'm getting to the end now. Two more weeks, I think. Two more? Yeah. Yeah, so let's get this a bit higher. So that's what we are working with in the big 2026. As you can see, we are not big in the big 2026, but we're getting leaner, and that's the first step. Wait a second, I need to show the triceps. Not that one, that one. I don't know how to pose. Are you supposed to show the triceps like this? Like this? Well, so yeah, that's what we are working with, my friends, and that's why I just, well, also the lighting is pretty bad. I'm sorry about this. And yeah, that's why I'm waiting for the calories to be back, you know, when I'm gonna have more carbs, because now I don't even feel the pump, and you don't need to feel it, but I know that with this type of training I'm depleted in the carbs, because my body doesn't even have the strength to react to it, you know, to get the blood going and everything. And well, but you need to go there. You cannot be in surplus all the time. Yep, that's it for today, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.